What is Gucci YouTube? It's your boy, and you already know what's going on. Big black Uchiha, 3 long face, skinny body, big Uchiha vibes. I caught it almost 30 days ago. Chapter 21 was about to be my favorite chapter. Guess what? The chapter not even out. Chapter 21 is my favorite Boruto chapter, hands down. No ifs, ands, or buts around it. Let's get to we got the spoilers, bro. And I don't think y'all understand. Two things. I always was like, Sarada is gonna be OP and broken. But now, I am like, even more so like, bro, who's fucking with Sarada right now? Like, let's be for real. Who's really rocking with Sarada right now? If Shorty wanted to, she can rip you apart. At ease, soldier. You feel me? Like, stand down and get right. So, we got the spoilers for Boruto Chapter 21 dropping yesterday. We got the chapter leak, the official leak on the official Naruto Boruto website to a day prior before that, right? So I was actually holding off. I hold it off because once we got the leaks, I'm like, all right, we're gonna get full spoilers soon. Let me get a little snapshot, get a couple of bulletins, and then we could talk about that. We got the bulletins yesterday, and I'm like, oh, maybe I want to see 1 or 2 panels, and then I'm gonna show it to y'all, because y'all know, or off rip, I don't show y'all the entire spoilers. I don't talk about the entire chapter in my spoiler videos because I like to save that for the obvious, you know what I'm saying, chapter video. But I still managed to get a nice little bulletin point from Boruto TBV, and then we also got one of the summaries from Rai that explains essentially like what's going down with Sarada's Mangekyo Sharingan. So we're gonna dive into that, right? But long story short, because I'm not gonna trying to give y'all review content, like, let's just keep it hype gas. We gotta wait for full translation, so it's a lot of things that can be taken with a grain of salt. Damn near everything needs to be taken with a grain of salt. I still got PTSD of Jura versus Damon, so like, look, that's the type of move I'll be moving on when it comes to these spoilers these days, bro. But chapter 21 title, and why my favorite chapter is obviously gonna be titled Mangekyo Sharingan. Why for all my Mangekyo Uchiha? So we out here. It's a Sarada color page. So once we start getting some panels, possibly I might show y'all something before the chapter drops. But just skimming through what we have right here on these bulletin points, right? Obviously, we understand in the leaks. We're going to get to that in a little bit. Chapter starts with the flashback of Sarada. She has a lot of internal dialogue, a lot of internal moments, right? All right, so, but essentially, let's just get to the to the meat of what's going down before we talk about the details of some of the flashbacks and Sarada's power, right? So, she's targeting Ryu, right? And everything is getting sucked up, as we've seen at the end of the last chapter. The sand is getting sucked up. And also, if you peep in chapter 20, a lot of people didn't peep, but I started to peep. But some of the sand from Ryu's body itself is also being sucked up. So, it makes sense as to why Ryu was completely and utterly destroyed this chapter, right? So Sarada eventually destroys Ryu with her Mangekyo Sharingan power, and you know the classic OG bleeds from her eyes, right? She seems to fall unconscious after making sure the brakes are beaten off of the back of grain of sand of this guy. And I told y'all, bro, she's gonna beat the brakes off of this man. Y'all didn't listen to me. Somebody was arguing with me, and they was talking about some Sarada and Mitsuki is about to get low or mid diff fire. Bro, this guy Ryu is a pack. He's a pack. So I stop playing with Sarada's name, man. And especially the fact that I believe with my whole heart this is only one of her abilities. You mean she can do all this with just one ability, right? So before we even get into more details, because I stopped halfway through, right? So the Solar Throne Bulb regenerates after Sarada completely beats the brakes off of this man Ryu. Ada, of course, Boruto, Kashinkoji are keeping tabs with what's going down. And I don't know why people are disappointed. Like, if you're expecting that much, then yes. But Konohamaru does not complete the job. No surprise there, right? He's about to get done in dirt. But then Boruto flying Raijins on the scene and saves him and gives Matsuri the good old Frieza treatment, right? Slicing her up into dices and pieces. And I will stand corrected. There's a couple of things I was wrong about. One, Sarada was not aware she had her Mangekyo Sharingan this entire time. I thought she understood what was going down. She just never used it over the time skip because she understands she has to save it. And you know what I'm saying? Basically use it at the right moment. She didn't realize she had it. So that's even crazier. Two, she's snapping and spazzing, right? But also aside from that, this guy Boruto actually showed up on the battlefield after Kashinkoji told him, bro, Before you can even say Rasengan, Jura is gonna snap your head off. But Boruto pops up, more than likely, and obviously we see more than likely the chapter ends off with Jura saying something like Otosuki Boruto along those lines, right? But as it's described here in the bulletin, Boruto, someone throws a kunai, which would be Boruto, at Matsui's back, and it's Boruto. He teleported to the battlefield with one of the flying Raijin, Thunder God symbols, right? So essentially going back into this time skip, little time leak, right? The translation that we have here, Sasuke, you know what I'm saying, the OG, he's saying something unexpected, something that surpassed the understanding of an ordinary person. Essentially what's going down with omnipotence, right? And then we see a flashback within a flashback of Sarada begging Sasuke like to help Boruto, right? And Sasuke's like, everyone is being tricked. That's what I was told by Sarada, right? And to him, the fact that he sees the Mangekyo, that's more than enough proof to assume that she's telling the truth. And Boruto is kind of shocked by this, right? But here's where it gets interesting, because this is where we're going to dive deeper into the chapter review. In order to stand against this situation, those eyes will likely be a great source of power. So it's like, come on, bro. In order to stand, like, come on, bro. We dealing with life-threatening alien. Like, remember what I talked about in the Susanoo video? Growing up, every Uchiha's experience and life things were different. So things that can be perceived as normal or just another Wednesday for certain Uchihas will not be normal. So maybe in terms of Sarada's case, running around every day, fighting ninja and killing ninja and just saying, okay, you gotta fight this ninja, that's probably not normal to her. But someone like Madara, Izuna Uchiha, that's probably normal to them. Cold War type of lifestyle, basically being an open war but not always constant fighting. That's the type of lifestyle Itachi and Sasuke is used to. Sarada, she may be used to peaches and rainbows and popping up to the Thunderbird, but at the end of the day, she don't know. It might be that Wednesday where Otsutsuki alien might descend into the world and we gotta lock in and get right. So this is the type of shit that she's been dealing with throughout most of her childhood. This is the type of shit she has to grow accustomed to. So this is the type of stuff that her power become accustomed to and automatically put her on a pedestal of the Otsutsuki or a tier above. Like, it's going crazy out here, right? She completely destroyed the Shinju, completely mollywopped this man, and this man was body and cold. So I'm not trying to like present things like I said with the Himawari video. Hey, I know people don't want to have these comfortable conversations, but there's not too many people you can place in front of Himawari and do what she did against Jura. There's not too many people that can stand in front of Sarada and talk that tough talk and not end up obliterated into the cosmos of a black hole that she summons out of nowhere. You feel me? So he's basically saying one day she will awaken impulsively and she'll instinctively understand how to use it. Now let's get to the juice. What is she doing? Any attack aimed at the queen gets sucked by the portal. She can create many portals, right? So it seems to be able to select targets like Ryu-san, or whatever she wants it to target. Her Mangekyo Sharingan titled, mind y'all, we got to get the official translations though, but Ohirume is gravity. Simply put, with one of her abilities, Sarada has the ability to control gravity and black holes. Like, it's really crazy out here. Gravity and black holes. And check this out. Word on the street is she might be possibly flying this entire chapter. She's possibly floating, levitating, flying, something. She's in the sky and putting the paws on this guy Ryu, right? So it's going crazy because when she passes out, Mitsuki catches her before she falls to the ground. So I'm like, are you seriously gonna tell me with one eye ability, Sarada can create as many black holes as she wants, suck up anything that she decides to target, but not only suck up anything she decides to target, expand the black holes as big as she wants to, use the power on herself to allow her to float, fly, or levitate, and also detonate the black holes upon touch if she chooses so, if she pleases to do so. Like, basically, it's crazy out here. It's really, imagine what her Susanoo is about to be doing. Like, come on, chat, right? So she can detonate those black holes at will, like I just said, for massive damage, and when something makes contact with it. Essentially, Ryu tried to escape, and by a finger's inch, Jura saw him almost come through the cube, but then Sarada Jutsu pulled him in and completely destroyed this man. Chat, I'm not talking no more. And also, right, we're gonna have to talk about the fact that Yodo is dead. Like for real? Yodo is dead? Okay. We capping it right here. We not gonna get into much more spoilers than that. It's your boy Black Uchiha. Boruto 2 Vortex Chapter 21, hands down the greatest chapter, and it's not even out yet. It's your boy. Holla at your boy. Until we get some more possible panels, I might pop back up at y'all before the official chapter leaks, before the official chapter drops. But until then, you know what I'm saying, let's stay tuned in the comment section. Holla at your boy. I'm gonna holla at y'all. Black Uchiha out. Yes, sir. Ski.